Hey guys, today we're going to do a swing review on Tiger Woods here, driver swing. I believe this is from the Barclays in 2013. But you can see Tiger here, he's got a real nice setup. He's standing up a little bit taller over the ball these days than he was earlier in the year. You could see earlier in the year he was getting a little too hunched over, and I think that was causing him to get the club a little more left than what he wanted. But now you can see he's standing up a little bit taller with the spine angle over the ball. Nice knee flex. The only thing that I don't like in his swing is he does tend to get that weight a little bit too back on his heels, and he tends to kind of want to fall out of the shot every now and then, and that's where he'll get that big push fade coming in. But one of the things we're going to look at is definitely his head level. You know, something you hear about every time they talk about Tiger Woods swing, the drop in his head, everything. It is a move that I would recommend to you guys because it is a power move. The ground force squat is a power move, but I don't recommend it to the extent that Tiger does it. Tiger does tend to get anywhere from about 6 to 9 inches a head drop from the takeaway back through the downswing. So, you know, an inch or two, maybe 3 is fine of compression on the way down, but you don't want to get much more than that because you start changing the level, you start changing your depth perception, and your hand-eye coordination just has to be crazy good to be able to drop your head as much as Tiger does and get back to the ball in the right spots. So here we go. You can see he's got a nice spine angle, good knee flex. You can see as he starts his way into the backswing, keeps the hands out front, keeps the club head out front of his hands really nice. You can see on the way back there. And right there, the club is parallel to the ground, and you can see it's still a good maybe 4 or 5 inches in front of his hands. And what that's going to help him do is it's going to get the club in a much better position at the top of the backswing. He's not going to have the club laid off, nor is the club going to be across the target line. So you can see that's a really good move. He's maintained that triangle there in his upper body and his arms. Really powerful position here. Just a nice one-piece takeaway. You see he's going to take the club back just a little more. Get it maybe just a little steeper than most players would to this point. But that's because one of the things that Sean Foley wants him to do is he wants the swing to initiate with the left shoulder, not the hand. So what that means is the way Tiger initiates the swing is he's actually going to focus on taking that left shoulder and turning it down and under his chin. He's not going to focus on taking his hands away. He's very dead hands, dead wrists at him at the takeaway. So you can see he gets it a little farther back. At this point, the shaft is pointing just a little bit inside the ball, which is no big deal. You know, it's just something that's a part of his swing. But you see taking it further back. And the one thing I like about his swing, though, now is he's really compact. You can see he's shortened the backswing up. He's not quite parallel anymore. And the other thing that I like to see now is this club face is smack on his left wrist position there. You can see he's just right on plane. He's not underneath the plane. He's not over the plane. You know, he doesn't have the old club face position like he had for a while with Foley, where it was kind of pointed more in that direction, more towards the sky. And I think that's why he'd get that big left going left miss a lot. But you can see right here, you can see how much his head drop has dropped already compared to that line. He's probably dropped a good 3 or 4 inches, and he's going to compress even more on the way down. You can see starting to compress, and now right about here is where Tiger really starts to release that power. You can see his back foot has started to push up off the ground, and this is the ground force piece to the ground force squat. He's starting to use the ground as an opposing force to push up, and what that's doing is he's driving his weight to his left side while keeping his head and his spine behind the ball to get every bit of power he can get out of this shot. So you can see the club is going to fall right into the slot right there. He's in a perfect position. Left wrist is a little bowed. That's what we'd like to see at impact. There's a slight bow on the left wrist. You can see he's going to release the club. You can just see right here how much he's pushed up, and you're actually going to see, almost like Bubba, you're almost going to see Tiger jump up off the ground at impact. You're going to see his lower body straighten a little bit as he jumps up right there. You see his lower body is just perfectly almost straight. Both legs are almost straight. The left leg is locked up, but the one thing that's saving his knee is his left foot does jump out of the way now, and that's a big saver, because if his left leg did not jump out of the way like it does, it would cause that violent snap like he had back with Butch Harmon. But you can see right here, club is going to exit under the left shoulder perfectly. He's going to come into a beautifully balanced follow through, and there's not much better you can do than that. So, Tiger's swing, he's got a real good swing that he's grooved with Sean Foley. Um, it's a swing that you guys can look at and you can definitely learn certain pieces from. I would definitely examine that ground force squat and practice just maybe sitting down into the ball a little bit more. Um, and it might help you guys accumulate a little power, but just watch some videos, see what you can take away from it, and maybe you'll get some inspiration for your swing. Thanks, guys.